Alright, let's talk about Lynn. So, this video should have come out yesterday, but yesterday was not a good moment for me. So, let's talk about it now, shall we? A bit too late, but whatever. I was not expecting to get a banner trader this early, but oh well, I guess we do now. So, Swift Milligear. I can already tell that most of you already know what I'm going to say about it. It's gimmicky. The problem I have with that bow is it's the kind of bow you want to bait unit with. Either bait or just, you know, not get too far away from your team members. Which is far from ideal. There's so many situations where your enemies are going to be bundled together, and what can you do? Oh, well, pass your turn and hope the next turn you have 5 attack and 5 speed to have on top of your offense. It's not great! It's not great at all. Law of Sakai is a bit easier to use, but again, it's the kind of fucking ability where you'll be waiting for your enemy unit to get against you, so you can actually do this to them. Because otherwise, if you're on the offense, it doesn't work. But here's the problem. Her stat spread is not defensive at all. She has a very player-oriented stat line. She also has Desperation, which is player-oriented, but doesn't work for shit with Laws of Sakai and Swift's Milligear that well. If you have to move 2 square to attack, oh no, you have no more buffs. It's kind of annoying. Unless you move your units around her before you take your shot, which... it's so gimmicky. Speed Tactic is fantastic, but I can already tell most people are going to kill her for Speed Tactic and just not really use her. Her stat spread is alright. It still suffers from, again, the post-Bravelin long-range DPS fucking problems, which is like, ooh, look! 1828 gonna be the same bow for everybody! Woo! And like around 35 health? Like, seriously, look at this. The difference is so minimal, it fucking hurts. She has 2 less attack, 1 more speed, 3 more def, and to some extent 2 more res because of her base weapon. Yay! But if you count normal Milligear, oh boy, now she's beaten in every stat offensively. Fantastic. Though frankly, in both, literally both Lynn's case, you will not, I repeat, you will not want to use Milligear. It sucks ass. The reason why I say this is, well, 1 removes buffs, which was like barely useful at the time of release because her res was not good enough, and the other one is just, well, it works when the enemies are not bunched together or once you've killed a bunch of them. It's just far from ideal. Ephraim has a better weapon because Ephraim can just go in, kill the unit, and then you can like rescue him with like other cavalry unit. The fact that you're stuck to be like around your units, just it's like she's trying to be kind of like an Altom unit, but look at her def, 21. What the fuck do you want to do with 21 def? The big thing with Altoms is that you can use Close Counter in tandem with Altom to basically make so your def and res are good. But you can't really do that here, and even then, if you wanted to use Close Counter, you have to get rid of Laws of Sakai, so you're fucked. But yeah, like, if I'm being completely honest, outside Arena, Bravelin destroys this new Lynn. No questions asked. The main reason why I say this and not with Arena included is because Arena has trenches. You know when your only good point, besides the other one, aside from your art and animation, is that you don't have trenches to worry about. You know what? That's the only thing you have. There's a problem. There's a huge ass problem. Honestly, it's kind of laughable that we get a legendary version. Fucking what? A year and some months later? No, I think it's just about a year now. Since Bravelyn, and it's worse. Oh, and before someone said, yeah, but she's a green archer. And I've run some calcs, and she sucks ass. She fails to deal with blue units. Legendary Ephraim runs her over, even though Ephraim has no buffs. Like, huh? Even at +0, she bodies her at +10. Again, huh? The only thing she's kind of good at is tanking mages, which I guess she deals with Reinhardt. But that would have been relevant a year ago. We're kind of at a point where Reinhardt is far from problematic. He's still strong PvE-wise, but in PvP, it's not a problem. There's so many counters. Especially in Arena Assault. You have like so many greens that just go and be like, oh, that's cute, you're dead, bitch. Most reds are going to destroy this lane as well. Doesn't have Saki's Blessing like Bravelyn. So, DC unit, you're dead. Arden kills her as well. Despite color disadvantage. Greens don't tend to struggle killing her either. DC green unit have so much depth that they just tend to just be like, oh, that's cute, you're dead. And frankly, I did not mention that with Lazo Sake, but Lazo Sake, frankly, to me, is just Fury 4 with an extra requirement. Yeah, you don't take damage, so what? Usually you want to take damage, especially since she has Desperation in her kit. So, yeah. Anyway, I think that's enough me shitting all over Lyn. Let's move on to the banner itself. By the way, this fucking thing took 45 minutes to do because the people at Gamepedia don't understand that alphabetic order is awful and you should actually do it by color. Anyway, moving on. So, let's talk about the reds first. Vanguard Ike, everyone has one. So there's no really good aims to aim for that unless you really like Ike. Possessed Silica, again, is not really worth it. But for different reason. See, you have 2.28% chance of getting the 5-star you want. You have 4.56% chance of getting the other two. If you really need a sword infantry unit, Ira is on a banner right now. And if you're curious about her rate, it's 3.32%. Yes, it's higher than the 8% banner. Because I'm probably repeating myself here because I already mentioned this in my last legendary banner review, I think. But the more characters are on a banner, the lesser your chance to pull anything. And I mean anything. You could have 4 reds on a banner. Actually, to give you an example, the new Mystery of the Emblem banner that we've got so long ago with 3 reds on it. Yeah, that banner had better chance to get a 5-star than this fucking legendary banner. 5-star reds. Falchions had more chance as well. Or actually roughly the same, I think. So, no, it's a common misconception that, ooh, 3 reds, so the 8% is cut in 3. No, that has nothing to do. It's mainly the fact that there's 12 units on the banner that lowers the rate this much. To give you an idea, 3.55% for green, right? So it equals 10.5% for 8%, right? Genealogy, Well of Genealogy banner, Deirdre, 5.23% chance at 3%. So you're telling me it's supposed to be the same ratio, right? Then why is 3% off of what the 8% gives in total? I think I've made my point. Anyway, Oris Erica is probably one of the best. No, I'd say I think she's like the second best Blade Tome. But the fact that the best Blade Tome is blue and she is red makes her better in overall, purely because Katria first stuff is seasonal. Second, Katria has to compete with La Rochelle. You can get Speed Plus on La Rochelle, on a 4-star La Rochelle, very easily compared to, you know, Speed Plus on a unit that doesn't have a fucking banner. So, yeah, as a result, I think Erica is a bit better overall. Has a really good set as well. Good A, good B. She's really like the best Red has to offer. Like I said, if you want a sword infantry, Ira has her own banner and Ike already have him. So, if you really want Erica, go for it, but it's not in your favor. Now let's move to blue. Blue is a bit more interesting. Ephraim is a one of a kind. You can do that with it. You can give his lance to normal Ephraim, but normal Ephraim doesn't use it nearly as well as the Ors one. Attack plus Ephraim can hit 70 attack. Unmerged. One initiating. So, it's pretty insane. But on top of it, his lance stacks with Desperation. So, yeah. He can be extremely monstrous on player phase. Now there's Micaiah, and, well, Micaiah for the longest time had one big problem. She was meant to be like this armor killer and this, horse killer. But she used to be fucking awful at dealing with horses. Now that changed. The reason why I say this is because Micaiah can run dull range as her B slot, negating Blade Tome. So now she's a lot better than what she used to be. And it's actually fantastic, especially for this meta. But it's nothing like so amazing, you're like, oh my god! It's not. She's still really good now, at least. She can at least do her niche of killing horses and armor units. But it's more like a unit you'll use in Arena Assault, more than normal Arena. Unless you like the character, which is understandable, but oh well. So, let's move on to the next one, Shigure. Shigure is a dancer. With the lowest BST of the entire game. Again, he's gonna be really useful in Arena Assault, or if you pair him with certain unit for support. But otherwise, he's kind of frail. You can use Blaraven to have a counter for bows outside of the new Lin. Ooh, scary. But yeah, you can do that. Though frankly, in battle, he's very underwhelming. And then here's the best color by far, which is green. The new Lin, well, I mean, it's a new unit. Inigo can be really good as a double counter to both Reinhardt and Lin, but only one per fight, and frankly, not the new Lin, by the way, Brave Lin, but only one of them per fight, which can be kind of problematic. But more importantly, he has a decent stat line for battle. He also has dance, obviously. He's a dancer. So that's pretty solid. Henry is one of the best armored unit we've got, in my opinion. You kind of need close counter to really shine, but he's still pretty goddamn solid. Frankly though, getting the right IVs can be kind of tricky, especially since you need to get Def Plus for the most part to really work well with Altone. Same set that Tarja runs by basically, but yeah, it can be pretty solid. Now let's move to colorless. Look, Jenny came back. Hi. Hi then. Robin and Jacob. Jenny's a fucking healer. She's there for raffle staff fodder, really. There's really not much else for me to say. Robin just doesn't have... not Robin, Jenny. Jenny just doesn't have a lot other than that. I mean... I really wish raffle staff was not like a 1, 2, 3, because Jenny also gives physics or recover? I don't fucking know. I know her healing staff is good though. And she gets gravity as well, which it's all good fodder. So would be great to be able to get raffle staff on top of other stuff, but whatever. Now Grima. Grima, I actually fucked up last review. I said she was kind of awful at all time. And no, she is a very balanced unit. She's part of the balanced unit I was actually describing on that very fucking video, and I didn't realize. She's the type of unit that requires a lot of merge to really shine, essentially, is what it comes down to. She's a great unit. It's just, she needs a lot of investment, essentially. Jacob is, without a shadow of a doubt, the best unit of the banner. It's not even a competition. It's not even a competition. Jacob is just that good. Now, Jacob is essentially an S+ tier unit. I'd say he's even nowadays even better than Bravelin, and that's saying a lot considering Bravelin used to dominate. Jacob has some insane bulk, really good attack, decent HP as well. The only problem he has is really his speed, but that's not really a problem when you're so bulky nothing fucking hurts you. Raven Tome are not very prevalent in Arena either, so he's insane. The fact that he gets Bolt Fighter on top of like stuff like Slaying Bow, Brave Bow, Firesweep Bow to some extent is ridiculous. Just makes him like able to run so many sets. Shut up, phone. So many sets like you know, like for example, Slaying Bow, Bonfire, Heavy Blade, Bolt Fighter. First hit gets the skill ready, the second hit procs it. Now, you can also do this with Ignis if the enemy can hit back. If the enemy can hit back, well, sorry, you're proccing Ignis instantly because of Slaying Bow. It's ridiculous. Close Counter is also a good set for him. Frankly, there's just so many sets for him. It really depends on how you want to build them, essentially, is what it comes down to. So, now that I've spoke about everyone, in what order would I summon if it were to about color? It would probably be green, then colorless. No, I actually, you know what? I'd say green is about equal to colorless. And then after that, blue and then red. It really depends on if you want Jacob or Henry / Lynn / Dancer. I think that's about it though. There's really not much for me to add to this. It is kind of a disappointment. I'm kind of surprised honestly because IS is just like, oh yeah, you know what? Let's just change the stats by like 1 or 2 points. Oh, but the death by 3 points. Whoa! And that's a new unit because it's not it's a colored bow. Wow, original. I am so glad. I can't. Wow. Originality at its finest. Even the art looks alike. Thankfully, though, the art is done by someone that actually knows how to draw Lynn. So for the first time, she actually looks like Lynn, at least to me. Outside from the breast being like twice the size of what they actually are, but whatever. But yeah, I think that's about it. I guess I'll see. I'll see you either on Twitch, Discord, or whatever. See ya.